Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Now, this is a subject I have to address within a certain time frame, so I'm going to. Okay, I do not take kindly to being legally threatened by a third party in a phone call to one of my Loving Life team members, but this happened in the last 24 hours. Worse still was the insinuation that not just me, but this person would also be pulled before the courts on charges not yet specified, despite the fact that this person was in no way part of the discussion that I had on the live stream, and they were simply in my employ doing their job. In other words, if there's a legal issue, this is where you go to. Don't threaten my staff. Let's continue. I am, of course, talking about the live stream held 2 nights ago with Dave, who released a recording of a lengthy phone call he had with UIM President Neil de Beer. At the very start of this live stream, I played this comment I made, followed by a clip in which Neil de Beer explains who I am. He actually asks the question, who I am, to the guest who was speaking to me on the live stream. Let's listen to that audio clip.
The subject is not so much about Neil de Beer, but about the men and women, often based overseas, who pull the strings when it comes to politics in South Africa and around the world. Lord Renwick is allegedly Julius Malema's handler, and George Soros's Open Society Foundation, that of the ANC government. Democracy has little to do with policy once a political party or leader takes power. Since Neil de Beer popped up in the political scene 6 months ago from nowhere, there has been, in my mind, a complete disconnect in a man who is making a fortune out of doing billions of dollar infrastructure deals with African nations through his position as president of the World Bank in Africa and through his Mauritius-based investment fund, Africa. So what is his sudden motivation and belief that he will be president in South Africa in 2024? In short, the question is, who is Neil de Beer's handler? Tonight, I think we might be a bit closer to the answer to that question. Listen carefully to this short extract from an audio clip in which Neil de Beer answers his own question to my guest tonight. And that question is, do you know who I am? I'll just play that short clip for you.
Neil, Neil, as ek jou net verduidelik.
Before you do, can I ask you, do you know who I am? I mean, what do you know about me?
I've seen a little bit of the videos that you've posted, and I've seen a bit of the history. You used to be with Nkonto Sizwe. You used to be one of the spies, one of the Mandela spies in the in that time in that regime and whatsoever. But
you know what I do now?
I've seen you finished off with Nkonto, and you are starting now this program. You want to become like the you joined up with Musi Maimane to form a political party, and you want to change the country and basically become a leader or president.
No, but do you know what I do for a work? I mean, this is the thing that I always start off with. People don't know what I do.
No, I don't. At this moment, I don't. I've only seen you driving around with the blue light brigade and making a video.
I'm the president of the World Bank for Africa.
Okay, that's pretty interesting actually. That you mentioned that.
I'm the president of the Investment Fund Africa, and I sit on the World Economic Forum.
Okay.
My home is actually in Spain.
Okay, that's great.
I don't stay here.
Yes.
My head office for the World Bank is in Barcelona.
Okay, great.
I also run De Beers. I'm the great-grandson.
Okay, great. Great.
I'm the chairman of DEPCO. So what I wanted to tell you before we start questioning, I am not.
Okay, there you heard it from the horse's mouth. His involvement in De Beers, the World Economic Forum. Okay, I think you're starting to get where we're going here. Last year, Klaus Schwab from the World Economic Forum talked of the Great Global Reset. Now we learn that Neil de Beer is, by his own admission, a member of the World Economic Forum, as well as being president of the World Bank in Africa, two of the key organizations that are pushing for a one world government. This is now where we move into murky waters. When you consider the company Neil de Beer keeps, company he rarely discusses. That company includes Klaus Schwab.
At several times during the live stream, which was watched by members of Neil de Beer's UIM team, I invited de Beer to come and debate my guest over allegations that were raised in a future live stream. My guest openly welcomed the suggestion and said he would participate. For the record, through the legal threat to my staff, I have been given 72 hours to remove the live stream in which the recorded phone call was the focus of my question. The title of the live stream being, "Who are Neil de Beer's handlers?" In the clip I just played you, you can hear Neil de Beer stating of his own volition that he is a member of the World Economic Forum and president of the World Bank in Africa. I have now been informed by my staff member that several comments made by Neil de Beer in this recorded phone call are, according to UIM staff, incorrect and were, quote, a joke. So now I'm not sure what to believe. How many times have we heard Neil de Beer say in videos, "I do not lie"? And the recent reference to his being a devout Christian, which I applaud. As requested by the UIM, in the next 36 hours, I will be removing the live stream I had with Dave, where we discussed the phone call he had with Neil de Beer. This falls well within the 72 hours deadline given to my staff by UIM staff to remove this video during their phone call. The link to the live stream is in the description below this video. So, in the interest of openness and with the debate option obviously fading, feel free to watch the video before it is pulled and to come to your own conclusions about what was said. For the record, I would still happily invite Neil de Beer, the politician, to come and answer questions raised by Dave in another live stream on my channel, rather than attempt to use the court system to muzzle what is clearly an important issue for potential voters supporting independent candidates representing the UIM movement under a Neil de Beer presidency. The second part of the demand by the UIM staff was that I apologize to Neil de Beer for what transpired in the discussion on that live stream. I do so unconditionally, with a contrite and moral platitude, hoping that we can still be friends and speak with integrity in future live streams. Please remember to subscribe to Loving Life on YouTube to be kept informed. Please remember to ring the bell to get the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe. Bye for now.